technology.
Which Toyota technology?
QR codes called quick response codes.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
They invented them.
Wait, QR codes were developed by Toyota?
Yeah, their Denso Wave division, which was a guy and a girl, and it was developed to better track inventory parts through the manufacturing process than UPCA barcodes. Now, I am such an old fart that I was there in the first UPCA barcode installation in 1974 because I came from this little company called Singer Business Machines when I got out of college without flunking, and I am proud of that. And I started in Louisville, Kentucky. Singer was the company who bought the old Frieden calculator company, those mechanical comptometers, right?
Interesting. So, QR codes, it looks like Denso Wave. Were they a division or were they purchased by Toyota?
No, they were a division of Toyota.
Okay, interesting. I've known QR, I've used but I never associated with Toyota.
1994. Now, here's the interesting thing. They only licensed this many companies in the world. And you're a New Yorker, and so is my founder. I've been doing this for over a decade because we hold the only license in North America.
All right, so what does this license enable you to do exactly?
Anything that we want. No, Toyota is very specific on their specifications. They look at us as a world leader. I never give the co-founder's name out, so we'll call him name redacted. Okay. And he's given me way too much support over 13 years with no return on his investment whatsoever. But I am on the verge of signing a contract with him that will make me an enterprise client, and that's $25,000 a month. So I joined Google and Macy's and Kohl's and many of the branded packaged goods companies in America. And that's my way to say thank you, name redacted. I love that you trusted in me the first time you called me on the phone to cuss me out and tell me that you didn't want me selling your software, because that's where it all started.
So give me a tangible, something I can get my hands on. How would I use this?
I have 3 phrases, but the newest phrase is, how would you use the most powerful communication tool known to mankind? That's a trademark. How would you use that, sir? I'm going to turn the question back on you.
How would I use it? I use it to get the word out on what I do so that everybody in my target market knows about it.
Would you like to know what my answer is?
What's your answer?
I would save half the world.
How about the other half?
Well, the reason is that I am a prostate cancer survivor, and 1 in 6 of us are going to die with prostate cancer, which is 1 in 6, yes. And it's a shame because my mentor, when I got cured, his name is Ed Randall, the voice of Major League Baseball on Sirius XM Radio in New York. So he's the obnoxious Howard Stern's roommate. And on Father's Day, I help him because we put on 167 events across all of baseball, major and minor league, to raise awareness. Now, my surgeon has been credited with inventing the PSA test. He did not, but he popularized it. And that's why I am actually cured. And prostate cancer can be cured at a 98% rate if it's caught early enough with a simple blood test. Yet 28,000 men were not at the Thanksgiving Day table because they were too stubborn to click on links, scan call to action symbols, watch videos, and listen to their wives and girlfriends, and they died. And I want to eliminate that.
That's a good mission. So back to on a tangible basis. So with the QR codes, so how would I, very tangible, very concrete, how would I use this technology?
On the back of your business card, on a car wrap, in every...
So how's that different? Well, QR codes I get. But I can just go create a QR code pretty easily anywhere, sending people to a website.
Yes, and you would fail. You would fail between 20 and 70% of the time. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
So when you say fail, so it doesn't work between 20 and 70% of the, like I've created QR codes for links for my stuff.
Yes.
So you're telling me that my QR code is the way I'm doing it right now, from typically a free website that creates a QR code, it's like 1,000 free ones. So I typically go in, give the website, creates a QR code, and I use it. So that typically fails 20 to 70% of the time?
Yes.
And the technology that you have is like foolproof, always works.
Yes.
That is interesting, because I was unaware that QR codes fail that much. Now, most people don't use standard QR codes because, like to most big companies, I can't imagine, because big companies are using this all the time on all their products and spending millions, it's printed everywhere. Are they using this technology typically, or are they using a standard QR code?
They're using a standard QR code because remember, there's only one company with a license, only one. And there's only one Jim Bannon who spent 13 years of his life developing this QR codes on steroids. And it cost me my wife of 42 years. I survived cancer twice. I lost my 38-year-old daughter to cancer. It's been a rough ride to stick with this vision that I had 13 years ago. But it is exploding. As you know, Philip's my latest client, and he just rewrote the copy on his website that very, and when God says something in the Bible 3 times, he means, hey guys, listen up, this is really important. They very clearly spell out the difference between amateur-created QR codes using Freebie software that you pointed out, and a call to action symbol, which is what's behind me, that there's only one person in the world who knows how to do it.
Now, so what do you charge for this?
$79 one time. And today, to your audience, $47 because you had me here. I deliver it in 12 to 24 hours in an email. It contains 3 file types so that you can give it to your printer who wants a vector graphic file. You can use a JPEG in your signature line. You can use a JPEG in every social media posting, and you can explode your interaction with your audience.
Interesting. So basically, so you have the software to do it. So I basically give you the link of where I want to send people, and you send me back 3 high quality, clearly working, like perfect QR codes to use anywhere I want.
Well, I'm going to get you to quit swearing in my presence because QR codes are what amateurs do. What I do is a call to action symbol. It's spelled CALL, the numeral 2, action, all capitalized, symbol with a capital S, trademark. Now, are you ready to go to 3rd grade?
Sure, let's go.
90+% of people bring people to their website. Their website was designed by very professional very expensive programmers. I do not do what they do. I do not write websites for laptops. I do not write code for desktops. I do not write code for PCs or Macs. But boy, do I write code and build the absolute world's best mobile optimized video sites. And my websites are $149 one time. And we are in the final 99% stage with Philips. $149 one time and $30 a month hosting.
My God. And well, it's interesting. So when I go to your website, it kind of puts it, it's designed, even if I look at a computer, it's designed for a mobile.
Yes, sir. And that expression that you just used, by the way, there's a technology that I'm sure your website utilizes, and it's called mobile responsive, because you got to have good programmers. And that's what they've been doing for years. But what I do, and no one on earth does, it's called mobile optimized. And I'll give you a simple example. What is that thing in the palm of your hand?
Right now.
Yeah, it's a phone. So what's the number one function of a telephone?
To speak to people?
Bingo, to call people. Now, go to any website in the world and tell me how easy it is to make a phone call. Do you want to know how easy it is to call Philip? As soon as you open the page, there's a great big phone icon with his telephone number underneath it. You press the button, and that's how you reach Philip.
Gotcha. Okay. Now,
Every website I build has that capability.
So how far along are you? Let's look at the call to action symbol. How many people have you? Like at $79 one-time fee, you got to do a lot of those to make some significant money. How many of those are you doing? Are you doing a lot of those?
Well, I'm running 504 campaigns right now. I just formed my board of directors, which is world class. Philip is on it on April 2nd. And here's the real key. I have a 5-figure management contract on Adam Kinzinger's desk. Do you know who Adam is?
I know the name. What is that?
January 6th hearings?
Oh, yes. Yep.
His company is country1st.com. I am on 3 committees. I'm on the election reform committee, and I keep my mouth shut because they chose ranked choice voting, which I cannot support. So they still love me, I love them, I just keep my mouth shut. I am on the speaker committee, and the one we really enjoyed was Chris Christie, who drew 75,000 people. They turned down Dr. John from me, they turned down Lee Cockrell from Disney, and they turned down the #1 expert on alternative choice voting. And then they asked me to be a speaker, which is pretty damn humbling, to be honest. But
so you have some things going on so it sounds like you have some things that are going on that are going to kind of explode this, the call to action symbols.
Yeah, because what I invented on February 8th, and you know Eric, so Walmart was the 4 o'clock speaker, I was the 5 o'clock, and Eric was the 6 o'clock. We spoke in front of 27 chambers of commerce, 400 vendors, and 4 streaming TV shows, and I bought a $7,600 first-class airfare ticket from China to ship 1,000 of the Magic Cubes. That's what Adam's going to sign the contract for, and if he does, my company will be more than $100 million by November 5th, because we no longer are a super PAC, which means we can do whatever I want them to do We are a 501(c) and two 501(c)s, and my Magic Cube is a 4-inch squeeze toy. You know what a stress reliever is, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I kept going to these PPAI, Promotional Products Association Incorporated. They never listen. And I went to SAI, which is Specialty Advertising Institute, and they never listen. So I went and did it myself. I went to China. I said, what can you give me 100,000 Magic Cubes for? And they gave me a real nice quote. And what it is, it's a squeeze toy, 4-inch cube. So it has how many sides, David?
You have one with you? Probably has 6 sides.
It has 6 sides, 4 sides, a top and a bottom. And to answer your question, I went through my first 1,000 so fast that I'm air freighting 100 of them now because I've got another 1,000 order right behind it. But
So where are you selling these? So what are you using these for?
Demonstrations. And I'm giving them to every politician here. I am deeply involved in politics, as I told you. Country First has 300,000 members. We invite Democrats, Republicans, Independents, undecided, everybody except the criminal MAGA on the right. And you know my name, so I own the hashtag Bannon Not My Relative, and that SOB finally went to prison yesterday. He should have been there 6 years earlier because I know a whole lot about Cambridge Analytica, because when I was the best known unemployed guy in Chicago, and I have the credentials to prove it, we created a company called Interactive Facebook TV. In 2004, we raised $16 million with Martha Stewart and NASCAR, and we taught this kid Zuckerberg. Remember, 2004. All he had was a kids and cats social media platform. Google had just taken over YouTube and struggling to figure out how to get through all the codecs. We marched into Zuckerberg and we taught him how to build tens of thousands of the first what are technically known as business fan pages, and overnight turned them into the #1 advertising company in the world. And we plunked a TV station inside it and gave it away free. And my wife said to me, you haven't produced a paycheck in years. Why are you giving this away free? And I told her, I said, it seemed to work for Google pretty good. We figured it could work for us. But again, I repeat for the third time, this was 2004. We were so far ahead of the American Joe and Joanna America, and even the VCs, that we could not get through the second round of funding. So fast forward to April 2nd, when I form my board, I am selling my chairmanship for $250,000 and my vice chairman for $200,000. And if Adam signs the contract, we will be, listen to this, we will be in every single race from dog catcher to president in every town, village, and hamlet in the November 5th election. That's hundreds of millions of dollars.
All right. Well, so can you hold on one second? Just hold on one second. So how can I help you? What are you looking for help with?
Well, I'd love to have you introduce me to somebody who's got $250,000 and wants to turn that into multi-millions, and is a visionary, and he or she have got to have the highest ethics, because I don't stand people who either lie to me or ghost me.
Yep.
So that's number one. I need a chairman. And I need a vice chairman for $200,000, same credentials. Then, to tell everybody you know, hey, there's this fat guy from the mountains of Arizona, and for $47, he can put another color in your rainbow.
Right. All right, let me give some thought. I get what you're doing, and I can see where it's going. Let me give some thought. I gotta go jump on another call. I realize I can switch the times, but interesting stuff. I'll email you if you have any specific questions. Is there any, and let me check out some of the stuff you do. So let me check out, again, what you're doing, very exciting. Hopefully this is gonna take off, but you're involved in a lot of different things that are pretty cool.
Well, the closing is that I am now communications director for the largest philanthropic organization in the world that is not a religion. Are you familiar with Lions Club?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm running Lions Quest 2024, and it is the most proven socio-emotional learning training for at-risk youth in America. 1.5 million members, 49,000 chapters. I have completed the web page. I'd be glad to share it with you. And Eric gave me his entire programming team. They are building a donation process and an event process so we can automate the whole thing.
All right. I gotta jump, but good speaking with you. Anything you want to email me, let me know. Let me give some thought to where it fits in.
Thank you. I'm so humbled and honored. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.